Super Bowl Sunday is upon us. It's finally here. Super Bowl Sunday's here, and it's one of the closest spreads of all time for two teams facing off in a Super Bowl. I have a feeling we're on the cusp of a huge Super Bowl tonight. A lot of questions for Andy Reid to answer. If he loses today, the guy basically goes down as a schmuck, a schlum. They'll say the guy who can't win a big game, he loses today. They'll say he failed every time he got to the big show. They'll say he could never do it. He could never cut it. He was a regular season coach. But if he wins today, if Andy Reid wins today, he goes down as one of the best coaches of all time. So you want to talk about a lot on the line today, individually and for these teams. San Francisco wins today. They become the third team with 6 Super Bowl titles. The other two teams are the Steelers and the Patriots. And 49ers want to join that club, man. They want to join that club today. Garofalo, the ex-Patriot, in a Super Bowl today. As of right now, the Patriots are still the defending Super Bowl champions until the end of today's game. And let me tell you something. This guy right here is about to embark on one of the biggest contracts of all time for a quarterback. He's going to become the highest paid quarterback in the league, without a doubt. And he'll become the highest paid quarterback in the history of the NFL. Whether he wins today or he loses, he will be the highest paid quarterback in the league. And a lot of people are saying today is the passing of the torch. So, a lot of questions for today. And we're just 4 hours away from kickoff. And if you're watching anything, any TV at all, Super Bowls on every channel. I mean, all over the place. So, I mean, you can go anywhere and watch pre-show for the football today. But if you're here with me, thank you so much for being here with us. If you're here for the first time out of nowhere, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We do live shows every Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday night, 9 o'clock. Last night I was supposed to come on with Insomniac, but I had some shit going on in my regular life that I could not get on. I had to do something that was very important last night, and I just couldn't come on. It wasn't going to work. But I'm here today with you guys. And are you psyched for this Super Bowl? I think it's a pretty good Super Bowl. I really do. I think it's with the whole hype week that they have leading up to the Super Bowl. This hype week was crazy because they had Radio Row, and I've been listening to it all week. All the different radio shows that were there, all the different sporting people, regular shows that were there. It's been all over the TV, and Michael Strahan's been interviewing everybody. Strahan, and it's nonstop bombardment of the Super Bowl. So thank God tomorrow it'll all be over. And then everybody can play Monday morning quarterback. Who should have did this, who should have did that, this should have happened, why'd this happen, why'd that happen, all that shit. Hopefully if you guys are in Super Bowl boxes, you got a couple of decent numbers out there. My wife got pretty shitty numbers, Shannon. Usually I do the Super Bowl boxes too, but this year I didn't do them. Just didn't have the time. What? She got 5-5, which is like an 8-4, which is like those are the worst numbers you could possibly get right there. If you're playing the Super Bowl boxes, horrible fucking numbers. A lot of people got like personal bets on the game. My friend of mine has like all these bets on this game, like the coin toss, who's gonna score the first touchdown, all that good shit. Who's MVP of the game? Who's going to score first, who's going to rush it in, who's going to, so every bet you could possibly think of people have going on today. That's for sure, especially in Vegas. If you're in Vegas, this game is betted heavily. every which way you can bet it. Who's gonna fart first? Who's fucking? It's just crazy. But this is a betting man's dream. Is the Super Bowl. I mean, I just personally watched all the Super Bowls, the highlights of all the Super Bowls in a row. And now the last time the Kansas City Chiefs, of course, if you guys know, the last time they were there was a long time ago, man. 50 fucking years ago. Now, being a New Yorker and knowing the New York Jets and them being in the same town, the Jets were always compared to Kansas City. Like, you know, in the sense of they don't win. Yeah, they might do good here and there during the regular season, but they'll never make it to a Super Bowl and they'll never win one. Now, even some of the most shittiest teams make it to Super Bowls, for Christ's sake. You know? But the Jets don't. And now with Kansas City getting to where they are and perhaps being on the verge of winning a Super Bowl for the first time in 50 years, they are no longer a laughing stock of the league, man, this team. They are primed and ready to win this tonight. And they do have a good shot. Iggy! What the fuck?
Dropping a bomb on that motherfucker! Iggy, holy shit!
Damn, bro. Make it powder.
Iggy dropping it like it's hot.
Damn, son. Thank you, bro. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hope all is well. Can enjoy the game.
Yo, thanks, brother, and I hope you enjoy the game, too. Is this low? Are you guys hearing me low? I hope you enjoy the game, too, today, brother, and thank you so much for that, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, listen, I think it's going to be a damn good game. I think, listen, if you're a football fan, this is going to be a good game to watch today. I have a feeling all right, so this is how I think the game's going to go, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong or I'm right. I have a feeling that the game is going to open up, and I feel like San Fran's going to jump out to a lead on Kansas City. Okay? And you guys all know, if you've been watching the playoffs or you watch the regular season with Kansas City, they like to trail. They like to get behind the 8 ball. They like to get behind. And they like to play with their backs up against the wall. And I think this guy, Mahomes, is like one of the fucking, he's one of the best when they're behind. When they're down and out and they're playing from behind, this guy is fucking amazing, okay? This guy is amazing. And the thing is, I think they like playing from behind, like I said. And I really feel like San Fran's going to jump out to an early lead, right? And Kansas City's going to be playing catch up a little bit. But I think in the end, I think around the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, this game is going to be a tight scoring game, meaning they're going to be very close in score, field goal, touchdown away from each other at the end of this game. And I have a feeling that this game is going to go down to the wire, and it's literally going to come down to a field goal and some kind of scenario like that. So if I am right, this is going to be one hell of a game to watch. I did a little thing the other day where I tried to remember where did I really get involved in football? Where do I go back to when I started watching football and really paying attention to it? Now, there's a difference between watching football, watching a sport, or being into a sport. Now, I used to watch the Super Bowls with my family, but I really wasn't into it until I would say about probably 1987, 1988. Right before the Giants won their second Super Bowl. Right before the Bills went on to a 4 Super Bowl run, which is unheard of and probably will never ever happen again. And they didn't win 1 Super Bowl, which is like really fucked up to say, because like you go to 4 of them, you should pull out 1. I mean, for Christ's sake, you know? But I think that's right about where I started, was 88, right around there is when I started. So, and I went back, like I said the other day, and I watched, and I highly recommend you guys go back before the Super Bowl starts, right? And put in Super Bowl highlights, and then go to playlist with the filter. Go to playlist on the filter, and then hit Super Bowl highlights playlist on your filter. And then these playlists pop up. I think it's the first playlist that's going to pop up is going to be Super Bowl highlights. Now, if you go into that and you press random, it's going to play randomly. It'll be like, last year's Super Bowl, then Super Bowl 1. You want to watch it from the beginning to the end. So you just press play on that playlist, and you'll literally be able to sit down and watch every single every single Super Bowl highlight for about a good 3 hours leading up to the game. Now that is the funnest thing to do, and I haven't done it in a long time. ESPN back like about 7 to 10 years ago would always play all the highlights of the Super Bowls leading up to the Super Bowl, and they literally do it for like 24 hours before, and it'd be like every single Super Bowl highlight, and all of them were like a half-hour show they broke it down to. On this, it's only like five minutes long each Super Bowl. So you get 5 minutes of highlights. They tell you who won, how they got there, and all that shit in about 5 minutes. And it is so much fun to watch. If you're a football fan, I highly recommend to go check that out before you watch the Super Bowl today. Fucking great. So, like I said, man, I think this is going to be a good one. I think that we're going to see a close score. And you should enjoy it out there. If you're a football fan, even if you're not a football fan, it's something good to watch, something fun to watch today. It's not a normal, everyday, boring fucking Sunday. You know what I mean? But as far as like a prediction, I put in what I thought the points would be of this game, and if I remembered right, I said that I thought it would be like a 35-31 or 28. That's what it was. 35-28. I think I called for this game to be. Am I sticking with that here right before the game? I'm going to stick with that, but I do feel that it's going to be closer than just 5. I think it's going to be like, honestly, 3-point difference. So, yeah, I'll stick with that anyway. 35-28. I'm really thinking like 31-28 San Francisco. That's what I'm thinking. That's what my mind is telling me. My heart is telling me that Kansas City is going to win, because I'd rather have KC win today than San Fran, to be honest. So I don't know who you guys are cheering for, but I don't have a dog in the race. You know what I mean? Because either team is whatever. But I would rather see Kansas City win because they haven't won in 50 years. I mean, San Fran's won numerous titles since I've been alive, so it's like whatever. If they lose today, whatever. And KC, it's been a long, long time, so it's kind of like the Jets making it there. For me, that's what it's got to be like for these people. They've never seen this before. They've never experienced. When they won the Super Bowl, it was like nothing. It really, literally, it was nothing. It just started to get big when Kansas City won their first Super Bowl. It just started to get big at that point. And it was only like, 2-3 years old. I think they lost Super Bowl I, and then they came back 2 or 3 years later and won. So it was the last time these guys have won. They've experienced this shit, man. And this whole week leading up to the Super Bowl is a media fucking frenzy. It's a frenzy of media. I mean, it really is. It's like fucking just Radio Row and all the shit that I've been listening to and all the broadcasters they've been bringing on. I mean, you've heard from just about every fucking ex-player, every retired player, every active player, it's crazy. What tops it off even more and makes it even more crazy is that Tom Brady doesn't know where he's playing next year. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You're telling me that Tom Brady could end up on a different fucking team for next season? And they said here in the local papers that the Jets and Giants are both teams that are interested in picking this fucking guy up. So it's just weird to me. It just really is very weird to me, man. To be honest. I can't see Brady on another fucking team. It's not, I don't know. It just doesn't seem normal. And there's still a chance that he could end up back on the Patriots, but there's a good chance he might not, man. It's a good chance he might not. But we all know that Belichick's no dummy, and even if something like this does go down, I have a feeling that the Patriots will be good either way, man, to be honest. I mean, but you lose Brady, that's fucking crazy. And then where does he end up? Where does Brady end up? Where the fuck could you see Tom Brady playing? On the Giants? What? Never. I could never see Tom Brady on the Giants or the Jets. Come on. And then another spot they're saying is the Tampa Bay Bucks have a very good shot to land Brady. I don't think he's leaving, but hey, if he does, man, I mean, what a fucking crazy thing that would be, you know? And that probably would happen very soon too, the next like month or so. So see what happens with that. Fucking crazy shit. That the potential of Brady playing on another team is just fucking crazy to me. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I doubt it's gonna happen, but so what do you guys think? What's the game gonna be today? Who's gonna win this fucking shit? You know, like I said, the spread right now is very small spread. It's the smallest spread of all time in a Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Let's see right now what it is. Let's ask. Come on, Google, bitch. Tell me what it is. You ready? What is the smallest point spread in Super Bowl history?
According to Action Network, the lowest point spread for a favorite that won the Super Bowl straight up but failed to cover the spread was 6.5 points in Super Bowl 10 and Super Bowl 43.
There you go, guys. Today is the tightest spread of all time between two teams that wear red. Two young quarterbacks. One of them's going to leave today as a champion. One of them is going to get to the pinnacle of football in their young careers. One of these guys is probably going to win the MVP today. Unless San Fran goes to the run, which they probably are, and that dude, let me put it to you this way, that dude has another game like he had in the title game. Fuck. He's definitely going to win MVP, the running back of San Fran. That dude lit it up. Running back for San Francisco. I keep forgetting his fucking name.
Raheem Mostert, Tevin Coleman, Matt Breida, and others are running backs for the San Francisco 49ers.
You know, they got a fucking committee over there, man, and all these guys are good. It's the first time that two teams have over 1,000-yard rushers on both sides. So, you know, there's a lot of variables about this game today that a lot of the, you know, behind the scenes shit that's really cool. A lot of numbers that are really cool with this. A lot of possibilities today for this Super Bowl. A lot of possibilities for today. And then, of course, there you go right there. We're going to see J-Lo and fucking Shakira. And we all know how Shakira did. I mean, who thought of putting these two on the stage together? Jesus Christ. Too much hotness on the stage. And they're both older. J-Lo is like fucking 50 years old now, I think. 50-something fucking years old. All I know is I'll never forget the halftime show for Super Bowl 42. Super Bowl 42. No, was it 42 or was it the first Giant? The first Giant Super Bowl, I think, was what number was that? No, not the first. The first Patriot Giant Super Bowl. What was the number of the first Giants Patriots Super Bowl? So it was the first Patriots' first Giants Super Bowl back in 2008, February 3rd, 2008. And Tom Petty played the halftime show. And it was one of the coolest halftime shows of all time for me. I loved it. I know people would rather see a bigger entertainer up there and shit, like, you know, fucking Madonna or, you know, Janet Jackson with a titty popping out. But it was Tom Petty. And it was about 3 years before he died. Or four, no, probably about like 7 years before he died. And he started out with American Girl to start off the concert that he did, because he did a little mini concert at halftime, and it was great, man. I'll never forget it. It was it was a really good halftime show. And there's been some really good halftime shows, but some of them have really sucked too, man. Some of them have really sucked. Do I think tonight's gonna be any good? No, I think tonight people are gonna use this halftime show as time to like go get beer or go fucking eat something or take a shit. You know what I mean? I think I'd take a shit for the halftime show tonight instead of fucking watching that shit. You know? Fucking shit. Shakira. fuck out of here. What man? Did they put those people up there just for the men? Did they think, all right, what kind of chicks can we get up here? What do the guys want to see for the Super Bowl? And they were like, hey, let's get Shakira. Better yet, let's get Shakira and J-Lo. Fuck it, let's put them both up there and let them just shake their asses. Basically what the fucking thought process was on why they got these two on there for the Super Bowl fucking halftime show. Dumb as shit. Dumb shit. But, listen, like I said, most people use the halftime show to go take a shit or something like that, you know what I mean? The hips don't lie.
Oh boy, I'm coming to fact you, boy, and I feel attraction. Oh boy, I'm on tonight, and my hips don't lie, and I started to feel you, boy. Attraction. Oh boy, I can feel your body moving.
God. Fuck wants to hear that at the Super Bowl.
Oh boy, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel you, boy. Attraction. You piece of my pad, my pussy in my pad. What is she saying it again?
Hips don't lie, instrumental? Is that what you're telling me right now?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Super Bowl.
Welcome to the Super Bowl. Oh, chit-chat. Here with Kira.
I know, I can see your body moving. I don't want to see you. You come to my house to clean up my garden, my back room. Oh, I know that your body moves tonight, and I started to feel you, boy. Attraction. This is for pure satisfaction. Oh, I'm on tonight, and I started to attraction. You better. You watch me on sideline direction. Hey, you guys are playing a football game, but I'm coming here to do the dance for you now on the fucking stage with this other chick. Yeah, she's in fucking movies and dance around, try to show me up, but fuck that bitch. I'm gonna do a little dance for you. I want you to do the dance for me, and I clean your room too. See, I want to clean your room tonight, and I started to feel you, boy. You clean up my living room, my bedroom, and the kitchen. Oh yeah, I want to clean your house. Attraction, and yeah. My maxi pad don't lie, and I'm on the rag, and I'm starting to feel you, boy. Attraction, reaction, and I'm moving my hips like a fraction. Oh yeah, I can move my hips like I fucking having a fucking seizure now. Attraction, reaction, my hips and I'm having a seizure. Oh yeah, you need to come to me and fucking give me mouth to mouth. I am on the floor, convulsing. Oh my god, I'm fucking dying.
Alright, let me stop. Oh god. Come on, get hyped for the Super Bowl. What are you guys having today? What are you having? I'm having fucking buffalo wings. Normally I have a lot of people over for the Super Bowl, or I go somewhere for the Super Bowl. And I we hang out. There's a ton of people there. I normally have a ton of fucking people at my house or at my father's house for the Super Bowl. And today, it is I am literally doing nothing today. Literally doing nothing. But I like it. Because normally we all get together for the Super Bowl and all this and that, and it's like, what's the sense today, man? Just lay low, you know? People make way too much fuss over the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. I love it, but it gets crazy. It gets absolutely crazy. Like, some dudes just take it way too far. Like, look, I'll show you a dude that probably is going to be at the Super Bowl today, right? He'll probably be there at the Super Bowl. And this is probably what he'll be doing around, say, 8 o'clock, 2 hours into the game. There's your typical football Sunday fan right there.
A look into a typical American football fan. Every Sunday, fans get together across the world, and they come together to have a great time at their fucking local football stadium. But the innards of certain men can't handle the rigors of tailgating. This man right here weighed 125 pounds when the day started. By the end of the day, he was 450 pounds and had about 4 kegs of beer and food inside that fucking gullet. And by the end of the day, he threw up so much, they had to call in a fucking wet nap doctor to peel his fat ass off the fucking chair. So ladies and gentlemen, on this Super Bowl Sunday today, make sure when you're out there partying and having a great time, make sure you don't do what this big, fat, typical football Sunday fat ass American did by getting fucking just stuffed and fucking plowed with food and alcohol all day fucking long. So do yourself a favor and don't let this happen to you, please. I don't want to have to peel your fat ass off the floor. And that was a message from the Better Business Bureau. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, don't make this you. Okay, Tommy NC 20... No, I'm just kidding. Tommy NC 2010? Ladies and gentlemen, one more announcement. If you have bratwurst and you are... I'm just fucking around. If you have bratwurst and you're eating kebabs and bratwursts, please make sure you eat them good. Make sure you chew it all the fucking way. Because it's like deep throating a fucking cow. So, don't be this guy, big fat fuck, on Super Bowl Sunday.
A message from the Foul Mouths Network.
Prevent wildfires. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Oftentimes on YouTube, we get caught up in a false reality.
Oh my god, I gotta call my lawyer.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Mo Dow. Just got diagnosed. It's insomnia. Alright, so what the fuck's the problem, huh?
What?
That's my lifestyle. Nightlife, lights out. Walk into a dead room, turn a dead room to a high crowd.
I'll get back to you!
Oh please, y'all here looking so cheap. I'm in here so deep with $100 on both feet. My team is no sleep, baby. In the club, turned up, dressed like it's the 80s. Hours go, minutes fly. I'm wide awake, I still ain't tired. Like I trained for it. We don't take no days off. I'm come to get what I came for.
You poppin' that champagne
Like damn.
Covering my eyes
Like damn.
Allergic to sunlight.
Like
Hell
damn.
yeah. Turning up all night. So just
Put a Red Bull in my liquor.
I'm insomnia.
Mono in this bitch.
Oh, it's your birthday. How can I resist? It's a party. It's a party.
It's a party. What are you guys doing today? Who's having a big Super Bowl to do today? Anybody out there having a big Super Bowl party? Anybody? What are you guys doing today? I swear, this is the first year I ain't doing shit, man. I'm not doing nothing. Nothing. I'm just going to be watching all the shit on the NFL Network. You know what I mean? Thank God for the NFL Network, man.
Allergic to sunlight, hell yeah. We turning up all night, so just throw a Red Bull in my liquor, I'm alright. I'm a insomniac, insomniac. I don't never sleep, ain't no time for that. Insomniacs, we them insomniacs. All we wanna know is where the party at.
Just for having filthy minds and filthy mouths, they should get their dick sucked.
Now they think cause I don't sleep, I be losing focus.
I be losing focus, I be doobie dooded, and then it rolling, na 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 na.
Cause I'm always going,
wanna blow it.
Ray-Bans, covering my eyes like damn. Allergic to sunlight,
God
hell
damn.
yeah. We turning up all night,
Fuckers.
so just throw a Red Bull in my liquor, I'm alright. I'm a
Black Scallywag. Scallywag. I'm a motherfucking scallywag.
insomniacs, we them insomniacs. All we wanna know is where the party at.
Remix, 3 dicks. Shout out to Modo, the one and only Modo. You can go check him out here on YouTube, Spotify, and all that places that you can find music.
That microphone I put in my asshole before, listen.
Oh my God, more fart noises. Fort. Yeah, shout out to Modo, man, for the Insomniac intro remix. 3 dicks for 1 prick. What do we got here? What is this?
But listen to me, isn't that what...
Oh, me and, oh, wait a second here. Coronavirus? Really? Still out there, folks. Let's hope coronavirus doesn't fucking hit the Super Bowl today. Which won't happen. My sister, listen to this shit. My sister comes here from Staten Island. She lives in Staten Island, right? She comes to Long Island last night, and my parents wanted to take us all out to dinner, right? So they're picking places and stuff, and my father decides on this Chinese restaurant that he loves, right? So my sister asked the question, you sure we can go to a Chinese food restaurant with the coronavirus being out there and all that stuff? And I was like, what? Come on. You can go, if anybody's scared of going to a Chinese food restaurant here in the U.S. because of the coronavirus, what the fuck? You know? So I just started laughing. I was like, I told my sister, I'm like, there's only like fucking 5 cases of people with it here in the U.S. and none of them died. They're all okay. So there's no reason to worry in the U.S. about this fucking coronavirus. Like, God almighty. Please, nobody worry about that shit. We got plenty of fucking worse things to worry about than that. China's all fucked up over it because they don't know how to take control over that shit, man. You know, it spreads over there like wildfire. Over here, we know how to fucking deal with it right away, you know? So I don't think we have anything to fucking worry about, folks, at all with that. So, but shout out to everybody in the chat. I see all you guys in there. And I don't blame her for asking, but like, come on, you think it would really affect some Chinese food restaurant, you know? I mean, then again, yeah, maybe some of these Chinese people are like, I just got home from my trip to China and back. But I heard from somebody who has family in China that it's not as bad as what they're telling us, too. Like, they're making it sound worse than it is. So I don't know what to fucking believe anymore, to be honest. You know? Very weird. Very fucking weird. But shout out to Filthy Mouth Gamer and Lucky Low and Cunny Chris. They were going to come on last night, but like I said, I couldn't. Last minute, I had some shit I had to take care of. And, you know, family first. You guys know the deal. Family first. YouTube is definitely, you know, comes after fucking family, I'll tell you that. So, but my apologies about last night. A lot of people were like, what the fuck? But if I could come on, if I could have came on, I would have, so. But it just didn't happen. Later on tonight, I will be back on tonight. Casey, what's up, baby?
Casey here.
Casey is roar. Casey. Casey. Casey is raw.
Ken, would you take 3 dicks in the ass for $10,000?
Man, you
for
always
30 minutes.
Fucking weird shit, dude. This guy's always asking about money and dicks. No, Casey, to answer your question, absolutely not. Would you? For free? Don't say that, Casey. Come on. Don't be like that. Shout out to Casey. And shout out to everybody at the Patreon. Like I said, I will be back on tonight after the Super Bowl with the post show. After the Super Bowl, we will be on with the post show. So if you're around tonight, come and hang out with us for this special Sunday night broadcast. Just like last weekend. It's a special night. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Plus, we'll also be making up for last night. So look for us tonight. Filthy Mouth Gamer, Foul Mouth Ken, and Mr. Cunny Chris tonight on your YouTube. Everybody enjoy the game. I'm going to wrap this up. I got a ton of shit I got to get done before this game goes off. And everybody enjoy it, man. Have a good time. Enjoy the game. Whoever's around afterwards, we will bullshit. We'll talk about everything that went down, how you feel about it, what the outcome of the game was. Like I said, my heart is saying Kansas City. My brain is telling me San Fran. Closest spread ever. Does this guy right here redeem himself and win the big game for once in his career? Does he do it? We'll find out today. We'll find out by 10 o'clock tonight. We'll know what's what, and we'll all talk about it here on the Foul Mouths Network. So come and join us tonight as well, folks. See you then for the post show. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the food. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy your family. Enjoy whatever the fuck you're doing today. Enjoy it and have a great time doing it, because you only live once in this fucking rock that we're floating around in the middle of nowhere. You only live once. So enjoy it. Peace!
Brethren, you motherfucker! You fucking accuser! You're in my personal space, bitch! Out of my fucking personal space! You came over to me, motherfucker! I didn't come over to you!
Tonight, Insomniac Post Show, baby. See you then. Peace out. Enjoy the games.
Oftentimes on YouTube, we get caught up in a false reality.